What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day, the Chop Shop. Can't wait to get it started. The #1 urban sports talk show in the nation. Yours truly, Robert Hatter. I'm coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And I got my screen is talking right now. But do me a favor. Let's get in here and share the show. I got some interesting things that I want to talk to you about. Let me share the show right now. When I can find my sharing button, it's crazy over here. But what's up? What's up? Let me see. Let's see. It's not up there yet. It's not up there. I'm waiting on. I guess y'all waiting on me too. Okay. Let's wait. Let's see. Oh, it done popped up. It done popped up. Okay. Let's share the show, everybody. What just happened? Oh, there I am. Share the show. Let's see. Is anybody on there yet? Anybody there? Anybody? I know I'm starting early. I'd like to start on time. And sometimes y'all don't, some of y'all don't be on time. And it's okay though. It's okay. I'm finna make something happen. Let's see. What is that? Oh, I got a copy to my groups. Oh, wait, okay. I got my main man in the building. I got old Brad and popped up. I guess y'all trying to get all my stuff. Let me go to YouTube and go. I got some. I got some interesting stuff I might share with y'all today. Y'all got to bring it out of me though. Um, I just don't. It's gonna take the right kind of people uh, to listen to this today. It's gonna be unique. It's gonna be unique. Daryl, text tag, tell your friends. I might share some. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. But what's up, everybody? Let me look in the news and talk about see what we have. Sports wise, they talking about their they got they got another thing out about Kawhi and trying to figure out who was paying who and how they were paying and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of getting sick of that. Whew. NCAA, 13 players at 6 schools in the gambling plot. Wow. I got my glasses today. They got 13 players in a gambling plot. I want to read up there. I just saw this. They got 13. What's up, that is Moody? He said, let's pray for the students and faculty at my alma mater, Alabama State, Hampton. And why? What happened to the students? What's going on? And faculty, he said, of my alma. What's going on at Alabama State? What's going on at Virginia State? Let us know what's going on at these schools. Since you want us to pray for them, what's going on at these particular schools? Talk to us. Let me put Alabama State in my, because you're taking too long. Alabama State. Oh, they got a lockdown. Okay. Alabama State received threats. 3 HBCUs, Alabama University. That's what you come out with. Give us the information, Thad Moody, in the future. Alabama, 3 HBCUs. Yeah, ain't it better that they just go back and think, said, shouldn't I had a led with 3 HBCUs, Alabama State University, Hampton University, and Virginia State have received campus threats. ASU and VSU are on lockdown, and Hampton has canceled class today and Friday. Alabama, them going back to some more. Let me see. Let's see. No shots fired yet, but the timing just after that thing at Utah Valley State with that guy. I don't even want to mention his name on the show. What's up, Harold Tillman? I'm just, yeah, yeah. Now I'm looking at it. Breaking news, okay? I'm just taking a look at it. Out of abundance of caution, we have received information regarding a potential threat to the campus. That's good. Hmm. Where do the kids go to stay on campus? If it's a lockdown on the campus, where do the kids go that stay on campus? What do they do? Uh, what do they do? No, you good. You good with that. You know I like to be thorough when I get talk about information. Now they said five, just 4 minutes ago, they just said five HBCUs uh, are currently on lockdown. Southern and who else? Bethune-Cookman are added to those three. I just got that. Hey, Shanquetta. What's up, Mr. Bartholomew? What's up, my man, my main man? Great question. What's the question? Give me a question. Give me the question. Give me the question, Shanquetta. I need it. I need a great question. See, that's what I like. I like anybody else got a great question? What's the great question? I did somebody already ask. What's the great question? Great question. What is it? I guess she typed. Y'all, I'm just going through. Okay. They were told to stay in their dorms. Oh, you talking about what I said? What do happen? What do the other kids do? They're told to stay in their dorms. Okay, I got you. You know, I just want to know if it's a campus lockdown. Uh, I know some people off campus, and wow, they better. Where do they get something to eat? At? Where do they get some food at? If they want to eat. Hmm. Yeah, I be thinking about that, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I just be thinking about the kids. They ain't got nothing in the dorm. Then in their dorm room, can they get something to eat from somewhere? If they're gonna be locked down, that's got to be scary. Our babies just can't go to school no more. All these crazy ass people in this world. Now you understand why I only want to have positive vibes on this show. That's why. And I don't let no people on the comments run this show. That's the case, you know, I just sit back and let y'all just comment. I'm responsible for this. Jim is responsible for this when it happens. She said, hopefully they have snacks. My mom brought both my kids backpacks with bulletproof plating in them. Wow. Wow. I didn't have to think about none of that when my baby was in college. Oh my goodness. These kids are growing up in a different environment, man. Can you imagine? All we had was a fire drill, D. Holcomb. I used to love the fire drill. We can go outside. I You give me pause, man. I got this information. It said 13 men, uh, 13 men's college basketball players from 6 schools were involved in a gambling scheme. And I keep going back. A basketball community. We're everybody in the gym. Doug got an event coming on this weekend. And they got an event last week. They don't have another event the next week. All these events that we're having, y'all. Got to do something, prepare our kids for the road and not the road for the child. These people gonna go to these events and just ain't gonna get nothing but some basketball. And you gathering all these people together. Make you say, 13 men's college basketball players from 6 schools were involved in a gambling scheme, including point shaving and game manipulation, the NCAA. What's the use in going D1 if you're going to go up there and do this? Because you want to do something, you want to gamble, you want to think it ain't hurting nobody. You think you're hurting yourself. Is anybody talking to our kids? Share this show, y'all. Is anybody talking to our student athletes about this gambling problem? Are y'all, cause y'all gambling too? Are y'all using this stuff, information? I don't know what's going on. I know a lot of y'all out there be gambling on these sites. Players formerly associated with Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi Valley State are under investigation for gambling violation according to NCAA, which declined to name the athletes until the infraction process has concluded. None of the players are currently enrolled in these schools where the infractions occurred. What's going on? Y'all talk to me. What's happening? Marvin Gaye said, what's happening, my brother? Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Either y'all don't care. Oh, because it's not your son. Okay. Well, I care. Words of Marvin Gaye, you got to just throw up both your hands. Marvin Gaye said, the world is exploding. The world is exploding around me. How am I supposed to keep singing love songs? We got to talk to our kids about this gambling, man. Rabbit, this got me, man. Man, do you know how I would have felt? The FBI done called my house talking about my son was up there point shaving. Young man at an HBCU, at a proud institution, North Carolina A&T. What's going on? Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in the day. Yeah, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. Y'all, I just thought about, y'all, I just looked at the headlines. I didn't even prepare to talk about this. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. These kids can't even go to college. They on lockdown and they gambling. Mr. Howard, how is UIL money too much? How is it? What has UIL got to do with you? UIL mean you're getting some money, so you don't have to do this. Panther Network, Mr. Howard, you got to help me. What's going on? Mother, everybody thinks we wrong. But who are they to judge us simply because our hair's long? Got to find a way to bring some understanding in the day. Picket lines, picket signs. What's going on? What's going on? Yo, we seeing what's going on. Mr. Howell said, yes, I care. The problem is UIL money too much. No, that ain't the problem. How is too much? Help me, Mr. Howell. How is UIL money got to do with you around here point shaving? I'm trying to. Anybody else can answer that? Anybody else feel that way? Make me want to holler. Here's another song, man. How Tim, yeah, it makes me want to holler. Yeah. But I'm talking about what's going on. Mr. Howell said, do y'all agree with Mr. Howell? He said the problem is UIL money too much. Somebody comment. I guess y'all at work. Man, I need somebody to talk with me today, man. Listen, I don't need nobody just listening today. I need to hear from y'all today. Ed Harris, I need to hear from you today. Big coach. I'm gonna read it again. Yesterday I told you about the the three basketball players. Hold on. Let me go back to that. I told you just yesterday about a Fresno State men's basketball player manipulated his performance for gambling purposes and conspired with two other players to place bets on his statistics, according to the findings of the NCAA investigation that was on Wednesday. I told y'all that yesterday. Michael Robinson, a kid that went to he went to a couple of schools here in Houston. I know he went to Shadow Creek. San Jose State guard Steven Vasquez and Fresno State guard Jalen Weaver are permanently ineligible due to gambling. I just talked about that yesterday, right? Talked about that yesterday. And then today, 13 players from 6 schools. Yes, it's Baby Friday. Thank you. 13 players from 6 schools: Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona State, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi Valley State. And top of that, we got 5 HBCUs on lockdown, threatening the campus this morning. What's going on? Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. Ed Harris. Ed Harris. I did not think about this. I haven't studied this. I haven't did nothing. What I did, Thaddeus Moody was kind enough to come on the show, and he said this right here. And I said, Thad, what are you talking about? I don't even know nothing about it. Let me make that smaller, Dad. Make it smaller so I can see your whole thing. This is how this started. This is what I love about y'all. This is what I love about this show. Only thing I don't like about this show, y'all not duplicating yourselves. I need another Thaddeus Moody. I need another Brandon Wheatfall. Brandon Wheatfall, I need somebody coming on this show saying, man, Brandon Wheatfall told me about this show. Dude, it ain't no good for you to just get this information. I need Harold Tillman. I need some people say, Harold Tillman told me about this show. Somebody told y'all. I need somebody to say, Miss Shanquetta told me about this show. H. Bartholomew. I need somebody coming on and say, H.R. Bartholomew told me about this show. If you don't like it, if you don't think it's good enough, then don't you watch it. I'm all right. I just want the word to get out there. Blaming the NIL? The NIL? No, that's not the blame. My young athletes, they watching y'all, man. They watching y'all, man. Kenneth Howe, when I think about Ken Howe, this parent, y'all see, I keep thinking about stuff. This parent emailed me right after I spoke at this camp, at this event at Bel Air High School where the kids were playing basketball. Big coach, Ed Harris, Shanquetta. I'm going to say it again, Brad. The parent said, thank you for addressing Mr. Hatter. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for addressing us parents and our boys this morning. This was a great surprise for me and my son. We thought we were coming to just play basketball. But we got much, much more than that. Hey, man, you don't need the right male role models. You just need the right people, because women are great role models too. Man, some of these women, man, God give them a double dose of whatever it is to help raise these kids. So I don't know if it's male models and male role models or not, man, because some of these moms are tougher than some of you dudes. Some of you moms, my moms are detailed. And moms know what the hell they doing. Anytime I want something done, I'd rather have a woman doing it. So I don't think the guys are, I don't think this is the problem. I wish I knew. I'm sitting here telling you, I don't know. And I'm not going to form an opinion about something. I like for my opinions, Shanquetta, to be based on fact. I don't get it. I don't get it, Shanquetta, why somebody will call a university and threaten a university, black colleges, 5 of them. I don't get it. I don't get it threatening any school, any place, anything. Threatening people like that. That's fear. That's terrorism. I don't get it. I don't get it. kid can say, look here, man, I'm finna mess up basketball, y'all. I told y'all I love the game too much. That I'm gonna go and say, look, man, you bet this on me and you bet this on me. And I'm gonna not the hell I got to think about. I'm trying to beat this guy in front of me. I'm trying to beat this team. The hell I got time to think about, man, I ain't gonna scope it this much. What else going on in the news? 4 kids arrested in connection with the shooting of the FSU Ethan Pritchard, young kid. They had that big game. Florida State beat, who did they beat? Florida State beat Ohio State, something like that. Beat a big school, yeah. Uh, After the game, the young man, instead of going to school, who they beat? Oh, they beat Alabama. They beat Alabama. Beat Alabama. After, instead of going to school, back to school, he went up to his hometown, drove up there. Somebody shot him. Uh, uh, they said the young man wasn't doing anything wrong. He was ambushed outside of an apartment last month. He added that Pritchard was dropping off a family member, an aunt and a child, when he was shot in the back of the head. What's going on? What's going on, Michael Jordan? Mama, mama, mama. There's far too many of you crying. That boy's mama was crying. Brother, 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 it's far too many of you dying. This young man could have died. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't plan on talking about this. That is moody. This is why I love y'all's comments. Y'all comments can change everything. Y'all so important to this show that y'all comments change it. David, no, him and Bartholomew, they know I'll stop everything to listen to them. What else happened? Let me look up college basketball. See if in the news before I get into my stuff. Y'all, I'm just really what's going on? I wish one of y'all would tell me. Y'all need to help me. You're allowed to go to one of these universities. They paying you an NIL money. You got a chance to further your education. You got a chance to graduate from a college. Do y'all know that most people in the world are not college graduates? Did y'all know that? I got to get something to cheer me up. And to my golfers out there, Michael Jordan, you got to let me know, man, because you got to keep contacting me. Yeah, of course. Michael Jordan, if you want to play golf, I have to tell y'all this because something happened just yesterday. Make sure you go out there with somebody that knows the game. Don't go out there with a group of y'all that don't know how to play, don't know nothing about the etiquette of the game. Go get a book about the etiquette of the game of golf. Learn, because if they don't know nothing and they teach you what they know, then nobody know nothing. So go out there with somebody who know what they're doing. Sonya, don't go nowhere. I got something for you. Sonya, I got something for y'all. Y'all just got to pull it out of me right now. I'm just waiting on somebody to trigger me. If you want to play golf, y'all, if y'all want to play golf, and to y'all who think they know the game, learn it again. He said, what was that about? Did not have a college degree. I tuned in. I said that if these young men are out here, Mr. Sullivan, we got a lot of stuff going on this morning, Mr. Sullivan. We got a lockdown of 5 HBCU campuses this morning, right? Lockdown, death threats, what they gonna do? Then you got, I told you yesterday about 3 guys. This got put out of college for point shaving and setting up, having your kids, having your friends bet on your statistics. Then today, 13 more players from 6 more colleges. Let me see. Let me get y'all the name of them colleges. So since you wasn't there, that's why you had to. I know you can't be here the whole time. Let me give you the name of these schools. 16. Eastern Michigan, Temple, Arizona State, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, and Mississippi Valley State. 13 players from these schools. Hey, Sonya, 13 players. What 5 schools are on lockdown? Thought you'd never ask. Thought you'd never ask. Where they at? First, it was reported that Alabama State, Hampton, and Virginia State, but also Bethune-Cookman and Southern. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Bethune-Cookman, so it's more. Southern University, Clark, Atlanta, Virginia State, Hampton. Wow. Just a list of them. Somebody that called into these schools. Our kids are going through more stuff than we had to go through. I never had to go through this. Trey Phillips. That's why we got to teach them more than just basketball. That's why this letter this man gave me, y'all, it resonates with me, Sonya. I don't know if I told you about it, but Sonya, I came back to town to speak at an event at Bel Air High School because that coach had the vision to say, he watched this show and said, man, I need you to talk to these players. We have an event basketball-wise, but I need you to come in and speak before they play and tell their parents. I said, okay. All right. Got there. Had all this elaborate stuff to talk about on my iPad and on my phone. And y'all, I didn't look down at that phone or that iPad one time. I got me a basketball in my hand and just communicated life with them parents and them kids. Nobody could tape it. I didn't want nobody. I didn't want the information. Who always in that room that day, those are the people I wanted to reach with this message. So a parent said and said, good afternoon, Mr. Hatter. Thanks for addressing us parents and our boys this morning. This was a great surprise for me and my son. We thought we were just coming to play a game, but we got much, much more than that. You about 20 minutes from Southern, they on lockdown, Doc. I don't know if they're gonna let you on that campus. Sonya, talk to me. The kids need more. That man said, and I told y'all the kid, his son happened to ask me a question that ain't nobody in this basketball community have ever asked me. How did Cornell know about your son? I told him. I ain't gonna tell y'all because you had to be there to get it. Nobody in this whole basketball community have ever asked me that question. And I understand. Everybody don't think like that. But I want to prevent us from having this myopic view, this small view, and let's have a broader view. He said, in the world we live in, it's just desensitized to violence, unfortunately, as well as chasing money, the proverbial bag. It's never enough. Wow. Byron Rim's daughter it's affecting him. I told you, Byron Rim, all I was thinking about is Marvin Gaye. What's going on? Mother, 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 why are you crying? Brother, 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 why are you dying? We got to find a way, man. Where was I hope I got everybody caught up. Because I was talking about people learning the game again. Yesterday, friends of mine should know me. Ladies and gentlemen, golf is, to me, is sacred. It helped me through a divorce. It helped me through a dark time in my life. Uh, it's a place when I go, I don't think about nothing else. And I got peace. I don't play with everybody. I don't like to play with everybody. So somebody brought somebody out yesterday, and he know. The guy didn't come out to play, he came out to watch. But ladies and gentlemen, the friend of mine who brought him out there, and nobody else, because the dude trying to play golf, but nobody teaching him the rules. When somebody's on the tee box, you don't stand behind them. They can see you in their peripheral vision. Get over this way. You don't stand directly behind him in the ball. That's golfing 101. If you're anybody, you can't stand where the guy really can't see you. Don't move around. Don't shake keys in your pocket. Don't fidget around. Don't move. When he's standing on that box, don't move. But we got people that talk. We got people that press around. We got people to do all it. You just got to understand. And I ain't blaming him, dude. He just didn't know. He know now because I said, dude, I know these people ain't taught you. But when you around real golf, have you ever watched the golf tournament on TV? You can't move. And these professionals, you can't move. The guy put up a big quiet sign, said quiet. You can't talk. Learn this thing. Don't just go out there because you hear me talking about it. Say, go get a book on the etiquette of golf. Said, I want to be, instead of just worry about how much my outfit look, let's learn that, y'all, because that kind of ticked me off yesterday. And it don't take but much to tick you off playing golf. It's people do stuff like that intentionally. They'll shake their keys, rattle the keys in their pocket. Their glove, you got the snap, they'll unsnap the glove right while you up there on it. And because it'll say, you can hear it. He said, my dad used to say golf is a gentleman game. It really is. But he didn't know because the people didn't tell him. But let me get back to some of y'all questions I saw. She said, yes, the children and the parents need guidance and need to be receptive. We need to find a way to connect to each other. Absolutely, we do. Yes. Our kids need us, man. Our kids need no more than just us going to a basketball game. And if you don't know how to deal with your kid, then it's tools out there to help you. Cause y'all got to understand this parenting thing. That's why I don't knock people for their parents. This parenting thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. It ain't no handbook. Everybody gonna get it wrong, and you ain't gonna get it perfect. I'm not. Nobody perfect. I've made some terrible mistakes, but guess what? Everything I did was in love. I'm watching it. Y'all, I done fell in love with this. Y'all, they got a movie. I like period movies. They got this movie on one of these shows that called The Gilded Age. Oh my goodness. The Gilded Age. I learned so much from this about this country by watching that. Anybody watch The Gilded Age? Unbelievable. But then I go watch this Kawhi thing. And I keep thinking about this. I don't know the man. This guy, Uncle Dennis Robinson. Now they got another thing that just came out. What they had? Watch this. Kawhi, Los Angeles Clippers minority owner, Dennis J. Wong. This Pablo Torre, this little clown, I don't know what he doing. He better hope all of this stuff don't pan out, because they gonna sue the hell out of his little ass. He reported that the Los Angeles Clippers minority owner, Dennis Wong, made a nearly $2 million investment to Aspiration, that company that was paying Kawhi, on December in 2022. Just days before the company paid Kawhi Leonard $1.75 million as required for his endorsement contract. But what happens is, what they were saying, Uncle Dennis kept calling them people, said, man, I need this money. I need $1.7 million. And they done gave $28 million. You calling worried about a $1.7 million that they ain't gave. And you calling and hounding them damn folks. Who was that said something a minute ago? Somebody said something. It's never enough. Bartholomew said, when you're chasing the money, the bag is never enough. That's good, Dennis. I mean, not Dennis. What's going on? Let me keep going. If you don't know, I done talked about this. I'm not going back over. Go back and get the old things of the show. Go back last week. I talked about Uncle Dennis and Kawhi and this thing, man. But ladies and gentlemen, I got some good news, because that kind of downed me, because I ran across the Teacher of the Year. I want to redo my ABCs now. I really do. And I want this amazing woman to help me. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to show you this. I know I got to show you this.
Say go, Katie. Go, Katie. Hey, do you know your letter sound?
It's about to go down.
Do you know your letter sound?
It's about to go down.
A says I, and B says boo. Nice. C says and D says boo. Nice. E says and F says good job. G says and H says nice. I says
Where is that lady? Teacher of the year. This woman was amazing. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Sonia said she liked it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sonia. 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 You know, Sonia, I was just thinking about something. We need to teach the very books that they are banning in our schools. And this can happen in your church, anywhere. If we can do that, we can change the world in a very powerful and tangible fashion. See, on this show, I let y'all comment whatever y'all want on this show. And I'm trying to be a guide to bring out your best. That's why I ask you certain stuff. Y'all think I'd be as a guide, man. I'm trying to be a guide to bring out your best. If I say something about your comment, it's something. It got my interest. I'm trying to bring see, some people out here just tease what they believe, but I want to give them space to surrender to a larger movement, a larger moment, a larger purpose that illuminates the context for everybody. I want if your comment is so great, I want to illuminate it. I want to be clear and be able to break it down. The problem is I'm finding y'all can't break it down. Y'all don't know what to say, so you just get mad and just stop. And okay, I'm just going. I ain't gonna comment no more. No, I want more. That's what I try to do. What do we do in this moment? Hampton, Virginia State, Southern. There's a whole lot of HBCUs on lockdown today because people call and threaten them. What do we do at this moment? It's not simply about popular culture. We're all figures of popular culture. On this show, we address popular culture. That's important because that's where people live. We live by analogy and metaphor. It's like this, it's like that. As on Real Housewives. It's a man, think about it. It's a guy told me the other day, Robert, it's got to be true. I saw it on the Housewives, the Basketball Wives. That's part of our culture. Ain't part of mine, but it's part of popular culture. I'm sorry. Or it's like, what we doing on TikTok? So we have to take these things seriously. But at the same time, we got to say, at the end of the day, what do we do with these algorithms? What do we do with social media? What do we do with the Chop Shop? Instead of just come on here and just say, what this Negro talking about today? What do we do with this platform? Because you're definitely not sharing it. We begin to formulate ideas and principles that allow, on this show, we formulate ideas and principles that allow ordinary citizens to have a sense of how much power y'all possess. That's all I've been talking about for the last, how much power you have in the summer community, a summer basketball community. Why you keep giving away your power. We got the power to push sin. We got the power to call somebody and say, text tag 5 people and say, call them. You got the power to duplicate yourself. You got the power. You got the power. Y'all just don't do it. We got the power to vote, and we just don't do it. The things that we have to do and the agenda that is for our daily lives. We have to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Because y'all, let me go here. There's going to be 300,000 plumbers needed, new plumbers, over the next 4 years. There's going to be a need for 275,000 HVAC in the next 2 years. And we don't have anybody in position to be able to do it. And these people making money with no student loans. When the last time your kid said, I want to be a plumber? Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I love higher education, we need W.B. Du Bois, I'm sorry, you don't like that. And we need Booker T too. W.B. Du Bois, you know, he's the education guy. Booker T. Washington term of sitting down and repair where you are. The practicality of capital. That's extremely important. Du Bois is taking care of the education agenda, but we need both, not either or. Can't look down at a kid because he want to fix your air conditioning. Shit, it'd be hot in some of these places. Man, I need to see him. Sometimes we got to think about doing the hard work. Some of our kids want to work. Men and women who choose not to go into higher education, it's okay. We must have a space and a place for them to learn to do that. Did y'all know the rich white guys that dropped out of school? Did y'all know Mark Zuckerberg dropped out? Steve Jobs didn't finish. Bill Gates didn't finish. They all dropped out. But now they went to Harvard now. But the point is that they pursued their dreams and their ambitions. Why, Doug? Glad you said that. Why, Doug? Why is your unfollow, unfriend, and mute button on fire today? Talk to us. Man, that's why I love this show. Doug Jones, we got a woman in this community. I thank you all. Named Carla Gigliardo. She's Michael Jordan of hair restoration. It might not be y'all like y'all hair. And then I'm gonna come back to where you at, Doug. I'm gonna come back. I ain't finished with y'all. But this woman went out to do the things that made her great. We got a guy. Hold up. I got to find it, y'all. This dude right here, in 3 months, no surgery. She doing the damn thing. When I put that number up that other day, I told y'all to call her because she might have some stuff. They was talking about some stuff the other day I didn't know nothing about. If I don't know nothing about it, you already know. I ain't gonna talk about it. Hold up though. Y'all, I got to show y'all this one, right? No more go. The women, y'all heard about the old shot? Ask your women about the old shot for the women. Hair restoration. You don't have to go to Turkey to grow your hair no more. Carla give y'all. She has what you need with no surgery involved. She is the Michael Jordan of hair restoration. I want my hair ball. I don't care. To y'all who just want some hair. 832-446-3206. Call her and tell her Robert Hatter, the Chop Shop sent you. You got me? Watch this. Big Coach said, Rob, the entire campus is shut down. From the port to the bridge, 5 blocks east of the school, every law enforcement agency is in Louisiana. They taking these threats serious, man. And I'm glad they're down there protecting our kids. But let me get back. When I was telling y'all about this, it's only a small percentage of Americans that are college educated, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very small percentage. So that means the rest of the world can't be dissed and dismissed. Especially in our communities, we have to embrace them. But ask me, what's the future of our HBCUs yesterday? And then this happened this morning. They got our kids locked down because this guy who's talking all this stuff, somebody shot him. Now we get threats at our college. Ain't got nothing to do with him. But ask me, yo, it's football game tonight, ain't it? It's football game tonight. It's football game tonight. Who played tonight? Who played tonight, y'all? NFL football tonight. Who played tonight? The Commanders and the Packers. I'm gonna let y'all know that. They played tonight. The NFL won't discipline Lamar Jackson for shoving a Bulls fan. Brock Purdy, unlikely to play, could miss weeks. NFL investigations, allegations against the Dolphins. Tariq Hill beating up on his woman. Giants neighbor downplays the game that he had a spat. I'm just going over this before I give you this. Did I tell y'all it's 300,000 plumber jobs going to be needed in the next 4 years? 275,000 HVAC jobs. Opportunities to own these companies that service these people. In the next 3 years, I gave it to you. Got the ability to make money with no student loans. Somebody asked the question, Robert, what is the future of HBCUs? And you know what I told them? We have already been through what we've come to. We've already been through this, man. Somebody told me, oh man, I forgot who said, he said, it's all right to visit the graveyard, but you ain't got no business making it your address. We moving through that, like we moving through this show. Yes, it was sad in the beginning. Yes, I told about these stories. Yes, these guys all over the country. These young guys are 16 guys, 13 guys getting put out of school for point shaving. Then the day before, 3 more guys, one of them for Houston getting put out of school for point shaving. Then we got a lockdown of our HBCUs this morning. And somebody had the nerve to ask me, Robert, what's the future of our HBCUs? When you think about where we are as a people and the struggling to find our own footing in the midst of a culture, we got to remember we built those institutions, the HBCUs. We built them when we had nothing in the bank. We built them with a vision and imagination. We leveraged the vision and the imagination against what they could even do to us when they find out we building this school. Howard Thurman said, refuse to the temptation to scale your dreams to the event which is your immediate experience. Don't scale your dreams down to what's happening right now. Man, y'all need to share this show. There's some kids need to hear this. You cannot. This thing you confronting now, this Trump administration, can not exhaust your infinite possibility that you got a higher power with you. Y'all got to remember our foreparents, our slave foreparents, imagine a different world. They were enslaved, but they imagined something beyond that. He don't want to give, hold up, he don't want to give to the HBCUs. Let's give ourselves to them. We don't have to wait on the government to look after us. If they can do that with the little they had, what do you think we can do now? With these great institutions, TSU. I got my shirt on. Y'all, he's still in charge now. Either you're going to believe what you said all them years when it was convenient to say it. Now you need it. Yay, ladies, you don't need a spare tire until your car breaks down. So the car has broken down. Do you have a spare tire? Son, Doug, I'm waiting on you to tell me how you said, man, my unfollow, unfriend, and mute button is on fire today. Why? What happened? Let me look, Doug. People talking about, see, and that the spare tire, the kind of faith, the kind of hope, the kind of belief that we claim is the basis of our being. Ladies and gentlemen, them crazy folks, them evangelicals out here talking about God putting somebody in office. God don't put nobody in office. The voters did. God just give you principles, justice, mercy, kindness, compassion. Them people up in that office ain't giving you nothing. But what would we do? What would we do? Y'all, we got to vote. As bad as these people are, they are not worse than what we've seen. Can I talk to y'all right quick? Y'all need to share this. Gosh, I need everybody to hear this. Think about this. This woman, Kamala Harris, who was up against this man in the last election. Do you actually think anything like this you're seeing going on in this world would occur? I doubt it. But a lot of people just telling me, Robert, they ain't no different. They about the same. Y'all watch these clowns who say that stuff like that. The pilot's about the same. Ladies and gentlemen, voting is still a critical means to exercising democratic, the small d, energy. Our democracy is at stake. I don't know if y'all been looking. I know I ain't been talking about it. Y'all, people died for this, man. I know people say, don't tell the young people what was the price that was paid. Because there are some issues with that, and being involved right now. That's about the past, and it's not about the present. I know, but at the end of the day, people shedded blood for the right, and you ought to remember that. You know what? Don't live in what Gore DeVal called the United States of amnesia. Revoke your citizenship in the state and enjoy the kingdom of memory. Y'all remember what happened. Don't have amnesia. It's just so much stuff, man. You know I found out. You know what I found out? You know what I found out, y'all? Do me a favor. Have a lifelong learning. Life of lifelong learning. Not just education. Schooling is a formal establishment of the infrastructure of learning. That we perpetuate legacies of our democracy. That's cool. That's cool. But lifelong learning means if you ain't in school, you're reading, you're reflecting, you're thinking. And why that's important? And why would I say that? Let me get me some water, and I'm gonna let you know. I need to know somebody out there. If everybody out there, anybody out there, because I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some. Yeah, I was yesterday years old when I found this out. Is anybody there? I was yesterday years old when I found this out. I didn't know it. I'm gonna send y'all finna get to Googling. Is anybody there? Is my phone, if it's working, is it working? Somebody say something. Somebody say something. Before I say these words, I got to know somebody's on the screen. Somebody got to tell me. Somebody gotta let me know. Somebody gotta let me know. Y'all gotta talk to me. Ain't nobody there? Okay, I can't talk about it. I'll wait. Let me know. Nobody? She said, okay, they want us to forget our history so they can put them physical chains back on us. Not just the mental chains of fear. Look at my girl. The inability or unwillingness to draw lessons from previous mistakes, which can lead to repeating the same negative outcome. Look at my man. Hold up, y'all. Let me put this. This ain't me saying this. These are my people. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold up. Wait. When I get through with her, I'm gonna put him up there. Watch this. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have become captive of white evangelical thinking. I remember Reverend Jesse Jackson, said, you got Martin Luther King Jr., on your wall with Billy Graham in your pulpit. Powerful. Y'all just think about that one for a minute, because I'm finna give you something that's gonna blow your way. You got Martin Luther King on your wall, but you got Billy Graham in the pulpit. His influence in your pulpit. Some people preaching like him. But did y'all know Terrence Foley? Terrence Foley. Have anybody ever heard of James Baldwin? I don't care what he is. Y'all call him whatever you want to. I can't wait to get off this show. I'm going to study some more of him. Because I was last night years old when I found out that James Baldwin never went to college. But college and universities study who he is. Man, y'all, I'm gonna let that sit. Let me make sure I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna let that sit because it blew me away. It blew me away. It blew me away when I hear this man talk. When I see him, when him and what is his name, William Buckley, they debated at Oxford, and I hear this man tan Buckley head off. And about us, and ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all hearing what I'm saying, so y'all can go and find out some of this stuff. James Baldwin never went to college. But college and universities are studying who he is. James Baldwin was a high school graduate. Here is a man who said Henry James on one hand and King James Bible in the other. And he generated words and sentences that needed commas to slow them down. He didn't go to college. His work, they needed grammar to regulate the cadence of his high intelligence. He didn't go to college. This is a man so deeply ensconced in the American literary tradition that his genius is unmovable. This man never went to college. But that's the kind of genius that he is. Y'all heard of Ralph Ellison? Who went to Tuskegee for maybe a couple of semesters and or two. He said, I can't pay all this money to go to school. I'm going to try to be a jazz musician. Y'all know when y'all hear y'all kids saying, Dad, I'm going to drop out of school, man. I'm going to spit these lyrics. You go crazy. Ralph Ellison went for about a year and a half. Dropped out, and look at the genius that man possessed. Y'all know who gave it to him? Nobody can take it away from him. There's some kids out here. We forcing them here. We forcing them here. Let's groom them and find out what they're great at. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you about me. The reason I have to give you all this information because it's in me and I got to get it out of me. when I die, I want to die empty. We all came here with stuff to give. I want to make sure I done emptied mine out. I told you, I didn't want to be a generational thief. I want to leave here empty. Excuse me if I don't talk about the basketball game or the football game right now. I got to get this out of me, Sonia. Hold up, somebody just sent me some stuff, but I know they ain't. But I was thinking about, what did these two guys both do? They didn't go to, battle. One didn't go to college. One battle went to college. They nurtured it. They read. They read incessantly. They read everything that they could get their hands on. Their intelligent curiosity was astounding. Astounding. Can you imagine having these figures? If you learn to read and learn to think. Homer, the Iliad and Homer, he could either read or write, and nobody called him illiterate. Nas, he dropped out in the 8th grade. What was one of his rhymes? He said, "It's only right that I was born to use the mic, and the stuff that I write is even tougher than dice. I'm taking rap into a new plateau. Through rap slow, my rhyme is the vitamin, hell without a capsule." Look at the metaphorical intensity. 8th grade. The symbolic analogies that these guys articulate. The best of our tradition is not necessarily going through school. And y'all know I love school, Sonya. They have been schooled in the University of Consciousness. Think about it, Robert, what about present day hip hop? See, I'm old. And I like to know what they saying. Framer, I'm old. I like to know what people be saying. That's why I told y'all I didn't like the Migos. But I found out, y'all know I am. One of the reasons that they obscure their language is because when they are clear, they were still being haunted and hurt by the police state that understood exactly what they were saying. So sometimes they obscure their language to communicate amongst themselves. So I respect it. I respect that. The blues did the same thing. It's a sensibility. Some of this postmodern hip hop is about ethos. It's about emotion. It's about intensity. So I respect it. Don't get me wrong. I respect it. But I also respect high literacy. Right? You follow me? We talking about James Baldwin, and a lot of these kids who are genius ain't never went to college. It's amazing what Baldwin did. It's amazing what Ralph Ellison did. Yo, hold on. Think about Jay-Z, my favorite. Him and Jeezy. He ain't been to college. What do you say? Let me get it right. God forgive me for my brash delivery, but I remember vividly what the streets did to me. So picture me letting these clowns nitpick at me, paint me like a pickaninny. Man, these dudes, he didn't go to school. Busta Rhymes, Tupac, these cats didn't go to college. What's the Tupac's? Somebody wake me up, I'm dreaming. I started out as a seed of semen, swimming upstream, planted in the womb while screaming. On top was my pops, my mom hollering stop. From a single drop, this is what they got. No disrespect to my people, but my papa was a loser. The only plan he had for my mama is to blank her and abuse her. Even as a seed, I can see his plan for me. Stranded on welfare, another broken family. When you think about the high intelligence, Trey, I got appreciation for these young men, man. I got appreciation for higher education. I got appreciation for intelligence. These dudes are intelligent. Tupac read stuff on literary theory. When you think about the high intelligence these people got, they said his book library when he died was extensive. This young man was a genius, man. He was reading about, what does it do, Stanislavski. He reading about high art. He is reading about the nature of how to craft a scene. This is the kind of stuff that he consumed. I didn't know this little boy was that heavy. But then when you think about hip hop now, then you go back to the golden age, I call it, the late 80s and especially the early 90s. Yo, I didn't like it, I didn't like this stuff. But I studied it. You got Jay, you got Nas, you got Biggie. Who's the F is paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold from my eyes so I can see who's paging me. This guy was writing novels, man. JD's Cadence. This one for you. This one for you. I'm cutting it up. When Nas is articulating his high cerebral index of his conscious of the world, it's astonishing. Lauryn Hill, even Lauryn Late Hill, late for every concert. What she said, even in my logic and my theory, I add a cuss word so you ignorant ninjas hear me. My point is, there's a level of genius and control, an astonishing insight. Some of this stuff, some of this stuff is lost. But I had to give it to you. Let me see. I got a question. What is the disconnect between parents and and the kids and the summer coaches and the high school coaches. What is the disconnect in grassroots basketball? Had a conversation with a parent who was just telling me about parents constantly moving their kids. Man, it's a kid that I happen to see play. It's a dude called me about this young man one time. And I said, why are you calling me about him? Because I've seen the kid play. Why are you calling me about him? Well, some guys told me he's the next one. He's in the 10th grade. He's. I said, homeboy, kid can't play dead in the Tarzan movie. But this same kid then transferred down there 4 or 5 times. For what? Where's the disconnect? Not a little ball beating guard. Mama's talking about, we're gonna go pay $20,000 a year so he can go. This kind of people, right, will go to a team camp, play with this team that he was supposed to enroll at the school. I don't know if he was rolling or not. Hold on, watch it. In the team camp, the coach ain't coaching, some young kid coaching. His kid wasn't playing the way he wanted to in the summer team camp. And he took the kid, man, get him folk that uniform. One game. And now it's time. Now they want to try to go pay $20,000 for him to go to some school. To do what? He couldn't play then. He couldn't get. What is the disconnect? Travis Lynch. What is the disconnect? Say that 20,000 and figure out what this kid want to do. Else, evidently basketball ain't working out the way you want it to work out. You move from school to school to school to school to school. What is the disconnect? Where is it? I'm asking y'all. Where is it? Where is the disconnect, man? Where's the disconnect? I saw this thing. I want to share with y'all a little bit about college basketball in this upcoming season. I'm excited about it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to give y'all something to look at. And y'all can come back. If it don't pan out, just say, Robert, it didn't pan out, Robert, the way you said it. And it's okay. It's a disconnect, man. I wish I knew the parents. I wish I can get to the parents, and I could if I wanted to. But the parents did some. When you check a kid off the floor in the summer, because you ain't playing, you ain't even at the school yet. Then you dancing, then you take him here, then you take him there. It just ain't working out nowhere for him. Little bit of God. But I bet you that parents don't listen to this show. And I blame y'all, not all of y'all. Because you won't share it. if you know anything about me, you know anything about basketball, you know anything. Guards win basketball games in March. Guards. It's Friday. It's not too late. I want you to Moses Malone. Oh my God. Golf Classic. Let me look it up. This weekend, Friday. Let me see. Oops, I messed up. Go to that QR code and September 11th. Oh shoot, that's right around the corner. What's the date? What's the date, y'all? Where the date at? Oh, the date? The day is third. The tournament is tomorrow. Gosh, it just went by. Gosh, the tournament is tomorrow. The golf tournament is tomorrow. It's tomorrow at Sienna Golf Club. Wow. Man, it's day, y'all. The stuff that slipped up on me real fast, y'all. Moses Malone Celebrity Golf Tournament at Sienna Golf Club out there in Sugarland. Not Sugarland, what Fort Benning, wherever that is. But want to make sure y'all go there. And tomorrow, stop by, go to the QR code. If you can't reach it, go to the QR code and give something and say, look, hey, here, this for the foundation. Okay? All right. Let me get back to this. College basketball, right? College basketball. Guards win games in March. Y'all, if you disagree, let me know. Last season, the team that won the national championship had the best backcourt signing. Who else? Travis Lynch, Brandon, Trey Phillips. Trey Phillips, if you help me now, if you don't know. Bartholomew, Terrence Fodor. Last season, the team that had won the national championship had the best backcourt. Right? They won because of their guard play. So the best basketball backcourts in the country this year. I'm gonna give you my honorable mentions. Y'all can throw me some in there. I'm talking about the best set of guards. I'm gonna give you my honorable mention. I got a top 10, then I got an honorable mention. Honorable mention: Auburn, Texas Tech, BYU, Virginia, and Ohio State. Those guys there. Let me see if they got somebody of note that I need to be telling y'all about. I'd like to give y'all information so y'all can have it. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah, I think right here. Did I say UConn? Wow, I can't. No, I didn't say UConn because no, it ain't in the top. UConn in the top 10. So those are my honorable mentions, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, those are my honorable mentions, right? 10 is UConn. Who UConn got? Solo Ball, Silas Demery, Brandon Mullins, and M. Smith. Wisconsin, number 9. They got John Blackwell, Nick Boyd, and Andre Rhodey. Okay? So look for UConn, Wisconsin. Solid groups. Blackwell and Solo Ball should lead both of these teams in scoring. These groups should be good defensively also. So Solo Ball and Blackwell. Who did I say? Yeah. Remember those names. Solo Ball for UConn and Blackwell for Wisconsin should lead their teams in scoring. So from 5 to 8, we got Florida, Alabama, Kansas, and Kentucky. Could be mixed up all over the place with them guys, but Florida got Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee. And let me see who else they got. Florida. Did I get that? Let me see my Florida. But they got Boogie Flan and Xavier Lee. We know how Alabama likes to play their guards, are getting after it. They got this kid named LeBaron Philon. LeBaron Philon. They say he is that dude. And Kansas has the best player of all the guards in Darren Peterson. Y'all, this dude in practice the other day, they had a scrimmage. This dude hit 8 threes in the scrimmage. And so look for him. He gonna go through a game. He gonna have multiple threes, multiple threes in a row. He gonna repeat that again probably this season. Because if they close out on him, he can get around them and make somebody else better. He is going to be a freshman, but he could be the National Player of the Year. Darren Peterson. Yeah, know that name. Kentucky got a deep group. They got this dude Ortega Alway. He might lead the nation in scoring. Okay, so look out for Ortega Alway. He might use it. He might win. Lead the nation in scoring. Then we got Purdue. Number 4 with Braden Smith. They say he might be the best guard in the country. They have shooting, they have athleticism. I like the way he played against U of H. That man gave U of H, Purdue played U of H. That dude gave U of H fits. So I got to put him up there. Number 3, the Arkansas group. They got this dude, Darius Akoff. He's going to be awesome. DJ Wagner, Malik Thomas, Billy Richmond, and Carter Knox. They got some dudes, but Houston guards are built different. Houston got Melis Uzang, Manuel Shop. Man, I went to the practice. Oh my God. Kingston Fleming, Isaiah Hartwell. Let me tell y'all something. I went to this practice. They are unbeat. These dudes play so hard. I just, if you ever get a chance to go to the U of H practice, man, you'll be saying, what? I've never seen nobody practice like that. The intensity that the guys have and buy-in. Then number 1, Louisville. Louisville happened to have that kid I was telling you about. Everybody they know about Michael Brown. He's awesome. And then you look at the 3 transfers they added. Watch these 3 transfers, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. Put a little note, Louisville. They got Ryan Conwell. They got Isaac McNeely. And they got Andre Woolley. These dudes, all 4 of these guys would be starting every other team on the country, but one of them got to come off the bench. One of them got to come off the bench, man. So I wanted to give y'all that before I got out of here. What how many more minutes I got left? I saw where Kelly Oubre, he's mad at Philly because the Philly fans talking crazy to him. I ain't gonna even tell you what he told the Philly fans. Got something else for y'all. Hold on. It was telling me about. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all this week, man. Y'all remember the Unrivaled, the ladies basketball tournament that's done later on this year, later on in the year, in December to 2024. Y'all look at these numbers now. The league had a valuation of $35 million. The Unrivaled. You remember the league that Nafisa Kakalia and Stewie, Brianna Stewart and them started, and your homegirl wasn't a part of it. Hold up. What's the girl name? What's the girl? Caitlin Clark didn't be a part of it. Angel Reese and all of them were. 9 months later, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to hear these numbers. They were there when they started in December the 24th. December 24th. The valuation was $35 million. 9 months later, the league announced that they have a valuation of $340 million. They taken Unrivaled to the next level with Unrivaled players remaining the largest. The players get in the plan. They are the largest equity group. This is how athlete-driven success look. Thank you for the support of all the investors in this round of previous rounds of investment. Let me give you some of the investors. I think I didn't put it on, but I'm gonna put them on the screen. Y'all, this is important. This is what these people were looking for. Let me make this smaller, please. Let me make this smaller, please. Please make it smaller. Hold up. This is what they was looking for, y'all. Did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all hear about the evaluations? Just a year ago, 35 million. Let's see. Let's see that. Let me see who else is there. Hold up. Here we go. These are some of the investors. The best of my venture partners, Serena Ventures, Trey Young, Daryl J. Pines and Sylvia Pines, Sam Rappaport, France and France and Mo Wagner. They the two NBA players, Next Legacy Partners. There's new investors in this round. I got more for you. These people ain't playing over there. Them girls say, okay, WNBA, you keep talking crazy to us. Y'all, watch this. Watch this now. Watch this now. This ain't over. Hold up. The girl said, they said we had the privilege of backing many category defining companies. And we believe Unrivaled is the building the next great sports league. That's Bessemer Venture, venture partner. A lot of money. Hold up, let me keep going. Y'all, we got to keep going. When people get to running their mouth talking about these girls ain't doing that, these girls ain't this, and these girls ain't this. And I'll remember now, Kaden Clark said no to all of this. Then look who doubled down. Warner Brothers, Discovery, and Alex Morgan's Tribe Ventures doubled down on their investment in Unrivaled through this round. These people doubled down. Ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't, and they talking about not paying these girls. Now, these people pay them girls. And the girls have a vested interest in the league. This why they said they don't want, when people talk about they turn down the WNBA offer. I would turn it down too when I have this right here. Unbelievable. He said the WNBA didn't agree to partner with them. These ladies and the Feaster's husband came up with something big. Absolutely. Y'all, I had that for y'all last week and I didn't give it to you. Y'all, my bad. Sometimes I ask the question sometimes, just make it make sense. We got the plot and plan around here, y'all. Let's see what else I have for you. Oh, somebody. Hold up. I heard somebody. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I give you that next week. I'm just trying to give you some for the end of the day that I didn't give. I got so much stuff. Want to talk about. I remember, like saying, mess around and find out. We are Tim Reed, former actor, former actor, director, and writer, and all that. He dropped the following gem that you and I was think every time I think about the summer basketball community, every time I think about high school basketball, he dropped the following gem. He said, "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, you must build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete." You see what Unrivaled is doing? You never change things by fighting the existing reality. WNBA, you change something. To change something, you must build a new one. Model. Unrivaled, that makes the existing model obsolete. And never forget, you young people, even y'all, anybody, never forget this. They asked Maya Angelou, how do she handle all the adulation and acclaim that comes with your career? Trey, Bartholomew, Travis Lynch, these things we need to give. Sonya, our young people. Brandon Weefall, to your son. Kevin Freedman, to the kids around you. Trey Phillips, Terrence Foley, all of y'all, Big Coach, Doug Jones, all you guys, when y'all be around these kids. How do you handle that adulation and acclaim that comes with your career? It's really quite simple, she said. If you don't pick it up, then you don't have to put it down. The reporter said, what do you mean? And she responded and said, if you don't pick up the praises of people, then you don't have to put down the criticism. See, we worried about the praises of people all the time. We worried about what they're going to say. We worry about where you're going to be ranked. We worry about what they're going to say, what they're going to say after I play. Them little boys was in John Lucas camp the other day. They worry about what everybody's saying. If you don't pick up the praises of them, then you don't have to put down their criticism. Because when things go wrong in your favor, they're going to criticize. They're going to criticize you. And you young people that's going back into high school, when you're transitioning back, I didn't give this, so I'm going to give this to y'all. I didn't give this to the young men because I didn't need it, but because they already understood. When you come back from summer basketball to high school basketball, you got to start adjusting to winning. The goal in high school basketball is to win district and then to go to state. Summer basketball, y'all didn't care about winning. Y'all had another game the next day, and another game the next day, another game. And I want you to speak with your high school coaches regarding your upcoming role. Somebody need to splice this out and send to somebody. Being a master at your role. Let's start mastering the role. The coach gonna say, you say, Coach, what's my role on the team right now? He gonna say, I want you to do this. Master it. Lock in with your coach regarding your school that shows your interest and the potential opportunities you may have to continue to play after school. Talk to your coaches. Talk to you and ask them. Talk to your summer coaches. See, on most summer team, players don't have roles either. Everyone's shooting. Everybody thinks they're PG. In high school, players have roles. High school is a little bit more organized, and coaches usually have a system. Officiating is a little different. Players must adjust to that too. You got me? Stop. Herb, they got to adjust, Herb. Herb, I see it. I'm talking to the coaches. I'm talking, Herb, they just back in the classrooms and they they're a little restless in the classroom because they've been out all this summer. Are y'all talking to you guys about this? High school is more organized and coaches usually have a system, like I said. Players got to adjust to it. Your role is what your team needs you to do to win. Your role is not who you are, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not what you're capable of. It's what your team needs for you to do to win. It's not a limitation. The only one that can limit you is yourself. Jay Billis, I got that from him. See, when I'm talking, and I know I talk different from most of these people in this community, I just want to give you a clear glass of water. You've been drinking some muddy water. I know you have. I've seen you drink. The stuff that you do showing me that you, ain't nobody got to tell me. It's the things that you go doing, taking a kid and going to 4 or 5 schools, man. Come on, man. You ain't that damn good. Then the last school you go to, guess what? Somebody told it on you. Now you ineligible, so you don't even play your senior season. What are you parents doing? Extrinsic awards decrease intrinsic motivation. The online accolades, the likes, the attention, the offers, the NIL are all extrinsic, extra, outside rewards, slowly deteriorating the intrinsic fight that you got within yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of this responsibility has to fall on the adults, parents, coaches, trainers. We got kids 8 to 10 years old starting to play year round, and most of the games are pointless. They feel if they don't, they'll never make it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's become a job. These kids get burnt out. We're in a generation of basketball players that don't like playing basketball. Young men, we got to find out who is going to be an advocate for you. Because there's people smiling in your faces and talking about you behind your back. Do you want flash? You got to get better. I keep saying, and people be mad at me, you just got to be better. It's more to life than basketball. There's a lot of politics in summer basketball. School ball, y'all got to realize, politics in summer basketball. In school ball, you the man. And don't forget to take a month off in August. I know it's too late, but you got to take a month off, man, and chill. I don't care what they doing. What else I have for y'all? And let's get your character right, man. These coaches telling me they sick of these knucklehead ass kids. They don't have time to teach a coach attitude or effort. In June, July, and August is the Come to Jesus meeting that the coaches will have for you. Once you get to September, like right now, it's go time. That's why I always tell you about the transition. That was the name of that event that I came and spoke to, transition. Because transition refers to the process of changing or shifting from one state, stage, place, activity to another. What else I got? I saw this post that was talking about Nike is going to put dollars behind a program that's a losing team. They said that they're not going to put dollars behind programs that are losing teams. They said there are coaches that cry after games because they know how important it is for them to win business-wise. When they talk about winning over money, the circuits, college basketball is about money. The teams with the most money is going to have the best chance of winning. They ain't got the great coaches. They got the most money. And I want y'all to look at that in college basketball this year. What's happening in high school and college right now is about money. So when I talk about development, that's a big hindrance. I know why. When I talk about development, they don't want to hear that. See, if you are not a part of that 1%, you still can play. Be a good high school player. There's all kind of colleges. You don't have to be that top 1%. There's all kind. Are we expecting too much from y'all? I'm talking to the young kids. See, a lot of these people are looking for the next Kobe. Don't confuse the 5% that go to college with the 1%. See, you can be a Division I athlete, but not a Division I player. Robert, what do you mean? It's a lot of Division I athletes go to these colleges, but they don't play. So they're not a Division I player. You got to be a Division I player, not just a Division I athlete. And we got to get rid of this. If a guy don't train you, or you are not in your organization, y'all got to stop. Y'all still got to get them players endorsements too, if the player can play. You don't give up. A lot of people, if they ain't in your program or you don't work them out, you don't give them no endorsement. And you know these kids can play. Well, I'm just trying to help guys in my organization, Mr. Hatter. See, y'all, we got basketball guys versus guys in the business of basketball. And then somebody told me, Robert, the real issue, I got 3 more minutes, is that shoe teams seem to be hard in talent. You look and see 12 to 13 kids on the team, all because the shoe team administration and the coaches don't have confidence in themselves or the kids they have. So they always saying, all we need is one more. Are they hoarding talent? Or are parents and kids just more willing to go there even with the smaller opportunity to play because they think they were getting a better opportunity? I had to think about that myself because I didn't want my son to play on the damn Houston Hoops team. I want him to play where he can shoot all the damn ball, do whatever he wants to. He wanted to go to the Houston Hoops. I didn't tell him to do that. He wanted to be on the EYBL. He didn't want to go play for Houston too. He wanted to play on the EYBL. It wasn't that he wanted to play for the Hoops. Let's get that straight. He wanted to play on the EYBL. And the Houston Hoop gave him an opportunity. I didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like it. Because I had another team that I was helping and they was ball. He could have been a star on that team. If they developed that kid, it means they had a good relationship. So they should generally be happy for the kid that he has an opportunity to go play at another level. Can't be mad at a shoe program, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody told me they overheard a convo. They sent me this. Said in the gym, he said, you're talking about, you're talking what we develop. Should the person who developed the player be upset with a shoe program, with the platform, or the family for outgrowing their setup? Which one? We're talking about what we've developed, they said. Should the person who developed the player be upset with the shoe program that took him, with the platform, or the family for outgrowing their setup? See, these families often reach out on their own, man. Y'all think people be poaching y'all players. No comment, huh? But this guy said it shouldn't matter where the kid plays as long as the kid is getting the best opportunity to showcase him or herself. This era we're in today, the shoe circuit is the best place for most kids to be noticed. You have select programs that are independent. I'm reading this off, that have some juice with coaches, but the most part, coaches are going to circuit tournaments because that's where the better players are. So it makes sense for kids to play against the best, to go plant in the circuits. Is not all the best talent, but it's the majority. Some independents have some sneaky, underrated guys, but for the collective, the talent and the eyes of college coaches are on the shoe circuits. Somebody else talking. Never should one feel upset any way about it, in my opinion, this guy said, if you develop the kid and someone comes along with a platform, then as a coach, your job is done. So support and continue to show love. But no, y'all want y'all be mad at these folks. Is it the program developed the kid or just getting better? Or the kids just getting better and maturing regardless? Boy, there's a lot of stuff they told me about. But it's 2:00. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week. U of H play Dion tomorrow night. Thinking about going to that game. I got to see Prime. I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather see it on TV. I like TV better. I like to hear the commentators. But I'll see y'all next week. Be careful out there. Wow, I got through this day, man. I got through this day. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your questions. Rod Wells, you coming on too late, man. We ain't no overtime today. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all on Monday. Bye-bye.